Beautiful Aquarians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for December 2021. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam. I will never ever ask you for credit card details or your personal details, okay? So please pay attention. If anyone asks you and they're claiming to be me, avoid them like the plague, okay? Now, moving on, I've recently felt the energy of the collective has been quite low, so I thought of ways to really uplift and inspire the collective by uploading short, sharp videos onto TikTok. I've migrated over to that platform. They're 60 seconds or less. There's moments of nature, peace, to come back to your center and find some calm in this crazy world. Also, there's pick a card of the day, as well as information on crystals and how they enrich your life, okay? Also, there's a wonderful Q&A facility on there that I'm really getting to grips with in order to connect you all on a deeper level. So if you are on TikTok, there's a link in the comments box below. You can find me there. Of course, if you're not on TikTok, I'm not asking you to migrate over there. If it's not your bag, then, give it a wide berth. Again, it is free. And no money there. So let's move straight on with your reading, my beautiful Aquarians. I'm just going to cleanse your space hourly. Please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aquarians, so we have now stepped into Sagittarius season, which sees us picking up the pace a little bit. It's about passion, it's about exploration, optimism, looking towards 2022 with a lot of positivity. So also it's ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion and good luck. So it's a time for embracing growth, both personal growth and in terms of ambition or finances, as well as abundance. For you in particular, your 11th house is activated, and that is about being social, or your hopes, dreams, and wishes. Now, if you've been feeling a little bit cut off, or you recently gone under the radar and felt like you couldn't face anybody, you're not wanting to be in anybody's company recently, especially because of that Scorpio season, you may have been very introspective. This sees you feeling like you should reach out to people. You don't need to reach out and touch nobody, but you may be wanting to call people, or really just sending them a message, drop them a line, because your 11th house is activated, which sees you giving love to your friends, family, to those who really deserve it most, those who get into your social circle, okay? Now, also, you're going to receive extra sort of karmic points, some really good karma coming towards you if you sort of give your energy to others. So I feel like you double up. Ooh, gotta go get those cards. You double up as you move through the month. By giving energy to others, okay? Now, we all give energy to others, of course, and we sort of reap karmic rewards, but you're going to have them bestowed to you in December, so some goodness coming your way. Also, your 5th house of creativity and the pursuit of pleasure is activated at the end of the month. So you may be feeling a little bit extra creative, or extending that love to family and friends and really giving them gifts that you've made for yourself. You may even be making them as you are listening to this reading. It could just be as simple as a card, but it's about putting a little bit of yourself into something to show another person that you really care about them. But also, it is the house of fun. So you're going to have a bit of a crazy sort of fun time in the latter part of December. Now, the first part, we've got the protagonist energy there, which is the Temperance card. So you're trying to remain in balance, but also there's something here you're trying to have patience with. I feel like there's an element of alchemy here about you. You're trying to turn something into something else, something better. So you may be trying to turn, your fortune around in some way, but you're putting all of your efforts into it in order to create something really special. Now, everybody, it's going to be different for everybody. I feel like you've gone through a bit of a tough time. The Temperance card says, yes, you cannot be impatient with whatever it is that you're doing. It takes a lot of care, a lot of effort, but in the time that, oh, wow, My voice went really squeaky there, but I don't know what that means. Anyway, I'm going to move on from that. In the time that it is taken where you feel like nothing's happening or there's been a bit of a pause, you're actually re-examining your priorities. What's important to you and what is not. I feel like there's a reshuffle here for you in life in general. I feel like you're shuffling things around. I'm going to pull a quick card on that just to clarify it. But that Temperance card is, I feel like you're trying to remain harmonious and balanced, even though we're in uncertain times. I feel like you don't want to lose your head. You're trying to remain calm, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. We got the Ten of Wands. It's been quite exhausting, okay? You've been really working away, battling away at something here. You may feel there's a lot of burden as you come into December there. Very heavy energy. But also, when you look at that Ten of Wands, it normally means something is coming to an end that actually gives you a burst of energy because it's almost like a load off, okay? So if you're feeling that, you know, you've had the world on your shoulders recently, I feel like whatever reshuffle you're doing here will actually help you branch out. And there's the start of growth. I hope you can see in that picture, something like that tree there, it looks like it was dead completely. And there is growth there. So I feel like you're looking at some things, you know, that figure there is looking in the mirror and something is over, something has come to an end, but there lies the growth. Now that could be a job situation, it could be a friendship, it could be that was weighing you down, it could also be, you know, a love relationship in some way, or it could be just you feel like in terms of personal growth, you're shedding some things that just are not necessary for your journey. They're actually showing me lots of baggage right now, as in suitcases and things like that. So it could be that, I mean, you could be physically moving. Let's see, we're going to go deeper in your reading before I can call that energy. But I feel it's like releasing baggage from the past, okay? Doing a lot of processing. The Fool card, yeah, absolutely. There's a new start here for you. The Fool, something's ended and you're taking a leap of faith in another direction. You're reshuffling, okay? With that Fool card energy, this is about having confidence to take a calculated risk on something, even in uncertain times. Now that Moon card, that Fool card, but there's a moon in the background there. The moon represents fear, but it also represents, you know, illusions being shed and uncertainty. So I feel like you're still being positive. You're still finding your way. And I feel like you're taking on a new path, or maybe you are looking towards 2022 with that new energy of restart. Maybe even in December, you're like, you know what, I'm starting anew already. But I feel like there's a stepping stone here. They just want me to look at this card a little bit closer, so I'm going to. One moment, please. They're just showing me you're calling time on something. It's almost like you're ringing the bell on something. It's over. You're going to be celebrating because there's a figure here raising a glass. So they really want me to see that. You're raising a glass. What is that? I feel like there's a stepping stone in December for you. I'm just going to pull another card. There's some sort of new start. So either you're literally moving into a new department, getting some sort of... because I feel like there's a stepping stone. The Tower. Something is reshuffling and becoming unstuck. Something that you've patiently been waiting for. It's almost like it's been stagnant and now it's happening. The Tower comes along and it's not to be feared. It's Aries and Scorpio energy. It's often a very positive energy of, it's almost like reconstruction, or, you know, if, for example, you have a stagnant situation where you're trying to weigh up your options, which the Temperance card is about, you know, spinning all the plates, trying to keep your head above water, that sort of energy, trying to keep it all in balance. And if something has been stagnant because of that, the Tower actually comes along to shake up the energy. So even if you're trying to weigh up your options or make a decision and you find it difficult to, the universe comes along and sends a Tower energy. Basically, Tower is surprise. It's the same as the Wheel of Fortune, surprise. Often is unwanted, something that you actually... didn't see coming, but it actually helps you on your journey because it's like an epiphany. It takes away something in order to replace it with something greater. So something has come to an end. It may have come to an end in quite a shocking way, whether that was, you know, an argument with a person and it ended a friendship or a relationship, or it could be, you know, maybe this is something that you're already dealing with. So don't be like, oh my gosh, Baba just said I'm going to fall out with someone, or, you know, I'm going to lose my job or something like that. that it's already happened, whatever this is. You are trying to remain in balance and in harmony. So if you've gone through something that's been quite a shocking restructure in your world, I feel like you're finding balance, and actually it's a load off. It actually is a positive thing. Even though at first you may feel like it's quite a destructive thing, you're going to see in December why it was positive. Okay, I hope that makes sense. But it's something you're already going through. So whether it was, the tower basically means something is crumbling away in order to replace it with something greater. Okay, and that Fool card represents you may be shocking a lot of people, and actually maybe you're the person shocking people, and doing things differently, saying I'm not going to take all the responsibility anymore, because that Ten of Wands is a very heavy energy. You're like, I'm not taking responsibility anymore. I'm going to create a new start for myself. You're not adhering or living to anyone's expectations, and I feel like there's a stepping stone here. And either you're going to take that stepping stone and rise, and people are like, whoa, didn't see that coming. I feel like it is a positive energy, something you have been waiting to do or action for quite some time. Okay, now the Justice card is the challenge card right now. So it's in the resistance position, and it's number 8. In this particular deck, it's number 8, which 8 is the number of self. So I feel like you're trying to be really honest with yourself about a situation that you may be holding out for a while, and say, am I in any way, avoiding things? Am I, is there something I'm not seeing here with the Justice card? I mean, some of you may be going through legalities as well, and someone's going to try and play dirty with you, and you've been very patient. I mean, you got the Devil card there, so I would say someone may try to block you from moving forward or being successful in an area. So if you are, going through a bit of a battle with somebody in particular, I would just be wary that, not everybody's playing ball there with that Justice card, because it's in the resistance position. But this is the challenge of the month, which is basically things will turn in your favor. Justice will be served. If you're judging something, it is about weighing up your options, and the effort that you put into something is, what you'll get out of it. It's almost like, because they're showing me right now a ripple in a pond. So either you've just watched a video and there's a ripple gone into some water, and it's creating, a drop going into some water, it's creating some ripples. They're just giving me that cause and effect energy. Okay, what you put in, you're about to get out, you're about to receive. Also, the Justice card tends to be the good karma card. Okay, so I feel like what you've put out is going to come back to you, but it's been challenging. I feel like recently you felt everything may have been stuck or going in a different direction, and you've been trying to, forge through mud is the energy that I'm getting from that card. You've been really trying very hard, and you may have had people who don't support you in certain areas, or you may have felt like someone has been unfair or told you an untruth. Okay, because now they're showing me a white feather as I touch this card, okay? But they're giving me, so I feel like that your guides are with you and you're protected at this time, but someone may have told you a little fib. So I'm just going to pull a card on that quickly. The Strength card, you being strong. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. 5 of Pentacles, okay? Now this may be someone... 6 of Wands. You're going to come out the victor, whatever this is. It basically, they're indicating whatever you feel like you lost, there's going to be a surprise turnaround and you gain instead, okay? The Strength card sees you loving yourself fully, okay? And as you can see, the Strength card is quite difficult. It's quite a complex card there. I'm scrying at the same time as listening, I'm listening to Spirit, but at the same time, I'm sort of listening to the energy that I'm getting from the cards. And there's a snake here that is bound this person. And it's almost like they cannot speak up about something. So I feel like this is snakes, snakes can be about negative energy. But I feel like this is about rebirth. Because, there's an egg there that's hatched. So I feel like you've had to be strong in a situation. And I feel like, they're just giving me this energy. Oh my gosh, I've got to give you what I'm getting, which is you weren't born yesterday, okay? Nobody can pull the wool over your eyes. Whatever this situation is, I feel like you've clocked it a mile away, okay? Now, that's not to worry you that something is going to happen untoward to you. That's not for everyone, because they're giving me like a percentage, which is 30% of energy, where they're feeling that you're going to, it's almost like you've got the key to unlock this all. Okay, because they're really highlighting this key right here. It's so small, but it's almost illuminated for me. Okay, I hope you can see that there where my finger is pointed. Okay, so I feel like you're going to unlock something here that has been quite difficult. Five of Pentacles. Now, it could be that someone tried to avoid in some way or isolate, you know, a piece of information, or I mean, Five of Pentacles typically tends to be about money worries. So I would say if you've got money worries, you know, be strong enough to sort of face it and don't run away from it, because the Five of Pentacles tends to be about abandonment, or, you know, putting your head in the sand, because they're showing me an ostrich right now. So they're just saying, you know, you will come out the other side victorious. There will be really good news, but just don't bury your head in the sand if you feel like there's any money worries or anything like that you're going through. I mean, it's a difficult period that people are navigating at the moment anyway, because of what's going on around the world with the pandemic. But they are indicating that despite what's going on here, face it head on. You got this, okay? Because that Six of Wands says there's victory. There is going to be a time of plenty. There's good news coming on in. There's action. There's movement forward. There is success, okay? So if you felt like there was a missed opportunity here, or somebody tried to prevent you from moving forward in some way, they're showing your resilience. Be strong, you got this, and you will be victorious. This card is a card of victory. So if there's someone being unkind or not telling you the whole truth or trying to play dirty in some way, your challenge is to focus on yourself, lead with integrity, lead with your head held high, and everything will come in your favor, okay? Now, we do have a Devil card in the outcome energy. So I need to pull a card and see what that is. The energy I'm getting on this right now is about being held back in some way, okay? Being held back in either in terms of success, or someone trying to, it could be that you are feeling like you're procrastinating, or there's something you cannot move forward on without information, and you feel like it's holding you back, and it may be causing anxiety. It's a very complex energy I'm getting from this one, so I'm just going to pull a card on it. The Devil card is not an evil card. I keep saying this to, I mean, wow, we got the Tower in reverse. So you're dodging a bullet, whatever this is. You're actually avoiding some sort of really major event that, they're just showing me here that, you know, things, you could get attached to things in a negative sense if you try and avoid whatever changes are coming your way, okay? I feel it's almost like, don't fight it. This is meant to happen. The Tower in reverse. Yeah, it's like a fear of change, okay, is what they're giving me. So there are some changes coming. I feel like you will navigate those. And yeah, what they're giving me there with that Devil energy is it's unwarranted fear. But if you don't face it head on, whatever this is for you, whether it's a bill that you feel could get out of control, or whether it is a situation with a person where you need the truth from that person, it has the power to put you on pause or keep you stuck in some sort of situation. And they want you to realize that don't be afraid of the changes or whatever it is that you're facing in December, because the Emperor says there is success, there is strategy. It may require a plan. I mean, for example, if you're going through a divorce, okay, or you're going through some sort of legalities, because the Justice card can talk about the justice system. They're indicating, you know, make sure you get good advice and don't bury your head in the sand, because it could snowball, as it were. The Emperor is about planning, but it can also be a person in authority who's got really good smarts in an area that you need advice in. So I feel like the Emperor card is showing me success here in wisdom, because we've got the Hermit here as well. Now the Hermit is about taking yourself out and getting some downtime, but powering up. So I feel as the end of the month sort of closes, I feel like there is a real positive note. Right about the third week they're giving me here of December, there is a potential to be stuck in some sort of situation. They're really highlighting this Devil card to me and won't let me really pass it until I pull another card. The Nine of Swords in reverse, there's nothing to worry about. The Queen of Cups, it's all going to come good, okay? Just make sure you get self-care. So don't burn the candle at both ends. I feel like there's a real energy here of don't lose your head during the changes. You got this. The Nine of Swords in the reverse indicates, you know, it's unwarranted fear, be hopeful in this situation. Also, if you've been feeling isolated, I feel like there's people around you who can give good advice, or there's people who love you, who really sort of gravitate towards you and want to support. The Queen of Cups there is an energy of nurture, care, support. But I feel most importantly, it's almost like if you're going through a tough time, they're just saying make sure you have moments to really focus on self-care and mindfulness and things like that. Use your intuition as well. But there's a real positive twist as we move towards the end of the month with that Emperor card. A plan that you had strategized or tried to move forward on for long-term security. This card is about long-term security, bossing up in some way. I mean, it could be that you are trying to steadily and patiently work towards a promotion, but you feel like the energy is against you. You may feel like, you know, there's a clique at your work or something like that where you feel like you cannot get past it. And in some way, you've hit a glass ceiling and you feel really stuck. But then I feel like there's a breakthrough. A position may become available and you step into a leadership position with more responsibility, okay? And you may feel, they just give me the energy, it's lonely at the top. It's lonely at the top. So if you are stepping into a leadership role, you know, I feel like you do have some support there, but there's so much responsibility. Some people may look at you in a different way. And it's not that they're going to isolate you, but I feel that hermit energy, you may feel there's moments of, in your wisdom, that you have to take a solitary path in this situation. But I feel like stars are aligning to bring you back to your center and really inspire you, because they've shown me that star. So if you see the hermit takes their energy out of life in general in order to recharge their batteries. So they're just saying, make sure you get some rest, because there's going to be some really sort of positive energy as we go towards the end of the month there for you. And as you can see, there's a sun energy right there, sun shape. So I feel like you're in pursuit of your happiness, but you may be trying to find the truth, your inner truth, as to where you feel happiest. Is it in a leadership position? Do you feel like you would be stuck in that? It could also mean that you have endured quite a lot, because they're showing me that bear there. You've endured quite a difficult situation, and I feel like you've had a lucky escape in some way. Okay, you managed to avoid being stuck in a situation, either stuck in a, we got the star card, stuck in a, the Fool card. Okay, so stuck in a situation, I feel like you come unstuck in the situation. The star is there. They were really highlighting it in that hermit energy. So they're indicating inspiration, a more positive time, hopeful time looking ahead, but also a lot of creative energy. This is the stars are aligning to put you in the spotlight for something really positive, perhaps a recognition of a job well done. But the Fool card, I feel like it's unexpected. The Fool card in the reverse is unexpected. Okay, so there's a real sharp turnaround for the positive towards the end of the month, and it is unexpected there. Okay, it is your chance to shine, I feel, but it's been a long time coming, so much so that you felt it may not happen. Okay, now they're showing me someone who either is this is very precise, it's not going to resonate for everyone. They're showing me someone who either needs to get glasses or has glasses, and they've been feeling a little bit like dizzy with them. Okay, it's like the vision is going ooh, in and out. Of course, I'm not medically trained to talk about that. So if you're feeling, you know, that your eyes are in some way feeling a little bit, you know, you're feeling a bit dizzy or something like that, of course, get medical care. I would never tell you to just sit on that. But they're just showing me that right now, that someone's feeling a little bit woozy. So if that's you, I mean, I would, of course, get it checked out. I don't think it's anything to worry about, but, you know, they're just giving me that right now. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Now, we got 9 of Wands for you. Okay. No. Which is that Chariot card. We got the Chariot card energy underneath it, which means, you know, you're battling away at something here. Battling away at something here, but you feel like it's worth it because you're pursuing it. You're not giving up on it. The 9 of Wands is, you know, you still are kind of like persisting at a situation because you feel at the end of it, you know, there's going to be a reward, or that it is worth it. I feel like this is Spirit saying, don't give up on a very difficult situation, a very uncertain situation. I feel like you will get clarity. There's going to be a lot of options coming towards you towards the end of the month, but you may feel like that life has been unkind recently and that you've been through quite a battle, okay? But the Chariot card says there is movement forward. If you've been feeling stuck, that Tower energy is to help you come unstuck and move forward. So that Chariot represents victory, movement, action, but also you being in control of things. As I said, I feel like you're trying to maintain balance. You are in control of this. You're the mistress or the master of your own destiny. And I feel like there's a bit of a fork in the road for you. There are some choices you've got to make. Now, you may also be thinking about moving, okay? Or you may have just gone through a move because I feel like they're showing me someone lifting a lot of heavy boxes. So you may have already gone through a move just recently and feel pretty exhausted. But I am getting this energy that while you're trying to remain in balance and harmony, that it's been pretty exhausting for you, okay? If you've been feeling really unmotivated because you've been feeling things so heavy, I feel like you're about to get a boost of motivation, a recharge, as it were, and you're going to, things are going to start going quite quickly for you. Now, the Moon card is a card of uncertainty, but it's also a card of fears, releasing those fears and sort of letting those illusions shed away. I feel like you've been clever in a situation because they're really highlighting the fox there. And a fox is very clever energy, not sly, but I feel clever. And I do feel also that something that was so uncertain, there's a bit of a plot twist, a real quick turnaround. Okay, and I feel like you see things very, very clearly. You get the truth of the situation. The King of Swords is the truth. So if someone told you a little white lie, as I said earlier, I feel like someone has told you like a half-truth. Okay, I feel like you're going to see it very clearly in the month of December. I feel it may disappoint you in this person in some way. You may feel disappointed, or I feel like you feel let down by this situation, but I feel like you're not stuck by it. It's not going to define. Now, the King of Swords also is about bossing up, being about, an entrepreneur. So you may be thinking about expanding your business, or, finding a way to logically work out the next step. This is about thinking before you act. Okay, the King of Swords tends to think before they take action on something. But they're indicating here, if you're taking action before you think about something, it could lead you to be stuck. So I feel they're really wanting you to really process some things, pause. Not everything, it's almost like slow down. Okay, make sure you get all the details and then proceed forward. Everything will happen in divine order, but if you go too fast, there could be consequences, is what they're saying. So I feel like slow down and be precise about things because we all make mistakes, okay? We're all human. But I feel like this King of Swords energy opens you up to some strategy or plan that actually works or is successful. It opens you up to a lot of choices. The Seven of Cups is the card of, number one, a lot of choices. But also, I feel like there's so many choices, so many ways that this could go down for you that you may feel like you're in that stagnant energy of like, which way do I choose? Because the Chariot card says you do have a directional gauge. Do I go left? Do I go right? But there may be more than just left or right on the table for you. So I feel these options, the stars are aligning to bring you a personal goal. I feel like you're going to hit a personal goal here. It is one of the options, but I feel like I just feel like something you've been battling away at. The plan actually opens you up towards success and happiness. We've got a 10 of Pentacles here, we got the Empress, and we got the Sun. This is a lot of abundance, but it feels like there is a sorrow or there is a disappointment first before you get the positive energy, okay? So I feel with that Seven of Cups also, I feel like this figure is looking at all the stars and she's choosing that one star. So I feel like it is the brightest star, the biggest star there. So I feel like you're going to choose the best option, and it's going to be the biggest, best option that there is to offer, because I feel like it brings a lot of success. But we do have that Three of Swords hidden amongst it, just like we got that Devil energy. So I feel like now this is not going to be for everyone. This is they're showing me a coal fire. One of those coal fires that people have, like, or maybe you go into those bars that they have a real coal fire. They're just showing me a coal fire. So that's about being cozy. Coal fire, I mean coal is a fossil fuel that's, you know, in decline. So I'm not really sure. I feel like it's about, I feel like, because I'm touching the Three of Swords, it's like, don't get too comfortable. Okay? Let me pull a card on that. I mean, you might be sitting in front of a coal fire right now as you listen to this reading. The Queen of Pentacles. Stick to the plan. It's almost like you're being very good with your money. You're being very resourceful. The Queen of Pentacles says, you know, you're building upon your finances, you're multiplying them. And you may be committed to like doing DIY or moving home or settling down, because she's all about home life. She's about fertility as well. So I feel like this is about your determination or your commitment. I feel like there's a temptation here to get comfortable, and that leads to procrastination. But I feel like you've got a little bit more to go, and there's a little, Eight of Swords, free yourself up. There's something you're not seeing. The Eight of Swords in the reverse is about release. So it could be release your fear, release the sorrow from the past. It is the thing that is blocking you from the future, okay? I feel like the future is very committed and there's a lot of stability, but there's something here that remains in your psyche that you're processing. So for example, if this was a love relationship and you're going through a divorce or you're going through a separation and you're feeling really uncertain, you may feel like you're never going to love again, but that's going to keep you stuck. I mean, we all have to process those emotions. It's human. We go through it. I've been through some really harsh breakups, and at the time you're like, I'll never love again. But then you process that, you move through it, you heal with that star energy, and then you actually find more deep love with somebody else. You've learnt a painful lesson to look out for red flags. In terms of work, this could be that you're working really hard. You're working yourself to the bone and you're exhausted, and you may feel like you have to work harder, work smarter, not harder, and find another way of doing something that will bring you the money, but is not so exhausting that you're basically wasting all of your time chasing the dollar to try and pay your bills. Okay, now we all do it. We all take 2 or 3 jobs in order to do that, but I feel you're finding another way, okay, in order to make something that's more stable. The Ten of Pentacles says that there is financial gain in the month of December, and I feel like it is enough to put away for the future. This is also about leaving a legacy in terms of, I mean, you may be pooling your money in order to buy a home because we have that Queen of Pentacles there, but you may feel like there was like a bill that sort of crept up on you, came out of nowhere because of that moon energy, and some of the savings had to be used on that bill. So I feel it's almost like, don't get comfortable because there's better yet to come, but there's still a little bit of work more to do. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Now, the Empress is your abundance. This is also creativity. So I feel like you're nourishing yourself, body, mind, and soul, and I feel like you're putting your own needs first. This is so important as you move through December. I mean, some of you may also be pregnant, because the Empress talks about pregnancy. There may be, if you're pregnant and you separated from the person, I feel it may have been a very tough sort of time for you, but I feel like there is a more, I feel like you will talk to the person, the other half, as it were. I feel like you will talk to that person. This person's going to tell you how they truly feel and how they pushed away some of the emotions that they feared, but they are going to talk. There is an opening up here for that. But the Empress is about loving oneself and seeds that you've already sown, whether it's in projects, whether it's in opportunities, whether it's creative ventures. I feel like they start to come to fruition and they start to pay off with that Ten of Pentacles right next to it. The Sun indicates you are having a major awakening, but there is a positive time ahead. So I feel like you do close December on a high, but I can't lie to you, Aquarius, it's going to be a bumpy ride because you got that Tower energy, you got a Devil card, and you got a Nine of Wands. So I feel like it's going to be heavy energy as you move through the beginning of December, but I feel like you process something and you see the way clearly. You find the truth of the situation. You overcome a blockage in some way, and it opens you up to a lot of choices that bring a lot of happiness and positive energy. So I feel like you're going to, it's a bit of a win-win situation. You get some good karma. I'm going to pull a card on that before we move forward. Can you please clarify this Three of Swords? Eight of Wands. Four of Pentacles. So they're indicating here that, you know, it's basically something that you're holding on to rather than something that's going to occur to you that's going to cause pain, or I feel like it's more something that you may be holding on to that's holding you back or keeping you stuck at this moment. I mean, it could simply be you're holding on to, you know, something that someone said many years ago, which was, you know, you can't do that. You'll never be successful doing that. And somewhere in the back of your psyche, you're like, I'm going to prove that person wrong. But there's part of you that's like, but what if they're right? What if I can't do it? That may be the thing that's like holding you back from whatever it is you try to achieve. So they're saying, let it go. It's a false narrative. It's false evidence appearing real. It doesn't exist. It's something that may be keeping you stuck, and it's time to let go of it, okay? Four of Pentacles also, this particular card is about weighing up options. So I feel there's so many cards here. Weighing up options, the Temperance card, turning one thing into another, weighing up your options with the Judgment card, not Judgment, the Justice card, weighing up even a judgment, because the Justice card is about judging something. And we got the Chariot, which is about a fork in the road, a directional change. So the Eight of Wands says some sort of news comes on in, which is good news. And it actually allows you to take action and make a move to the right direction. So you could be physically taking a journey in December that is really positive, because I feel like the Eight of Wands there, as you can see, this figure is bound in ivy. So again, it's like something, it's almost like you're receiving a lifeline in terms of information or news that allows you to become unstuck or takes you out of a toxic situation if it is a toxic situation. And I feel like you are secure. The Four of Pentacles says you will be secure in this situation, but there's going to be movement forward. It's going to be quite fast paced, but I feel at first it's going to be a bit of a bumpy ride, and you're going to feel a little bit uncertain about things, but not in a nerve-wracking way. I feel like you got this. You own it with that Emperor card energy, and I feel like you are self-sufficient, okay? Now I'm just going to pull some final cards. Independent. That's exactly the card. Self-sufficient. You're going to be self-sufficient, independent. They want me to go again, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. Unrealistic. Okay. So we've got unrealistic there, which is about unrealistic expectations. It's like go easy on yourself. Yes, you can achieve everything you set out to achieve, but you know, if you want to do it all at once, that's an unrealistic goal. Okay. You know, it says here your expectations in the future may need a revision. Perhaps your big vision may require a plan or a need for careful thought. Okay, that's where that Emperor card comes in. And you know, it says you have to set realistic financial goals. Okay, so again, I was talking about, because they showed me something about a bill earlier. So it's like, don't let any, you know, if the bill comes out of nowhere, then, you know, don't leave it just hanging. We've also got independent. So you got this. I hope you can see that. We keep getting a flash in the light here. Now I've gone to my family home, and they really get, they do not get flashes of light happening here. I seem to take it with me, but it's for your reading in particular. So we're just getting a nod from Spirit that you're going to be self-sufficient, okay? It says here, if you're not self-employed, it may be time to have an entrepreneur mindset. The Emperor card is about entrepreneurial spirit. So you may feel uncertain, but I feel like you get the big thumbs up from the Spirit, from the universe, to move forward on setting up your own business, for example. You're going to be very successful. Just make sure you pay close attention to any new contracts, or because not everyone wants, you know, not everyone can be trusted. That's what I'm saying. So always pay close attention to the small print. It says, consider investing and committing yourself to your own business. Your financial freedom will come from being able to stand alone, and you can do it. Okay, so I feel it's a very positive energy as you move through December. But right at the beginning, you may have some concerns. And we're on the 1st of December right now, so, you may already know what I'm talking about. Isolation, contemplation, reflection. They really want you to take some time out and think about things, okay? Not avoid anything as you close out the year. And we got illumination, firework, unforeseen. So I did say there was like an unforeseen like plot twist that brings a lot of positive energy, something for celebration right at the end. But it says here, isolated, contemplation, reflection. It's number 54. When you reduce it, 5 plus 4 is the hermit energy, number 9, okay? So I feel like you have to take some time out, really reflect on what it is that you want to do and where your passion lies, and ask yourself the trouble that you're going through right now, or the exhaustion that you're going through, how can you streamline your energy? It's almost like, how can you manage your time maybe a little bit better so you have some time for you? You time is most important, okay? Now we've also got number 50, and when you reduce it, 5 plus 0, of course, is 5, and 5 is about conflict. And it looks like you're overcoming some sort of conflict or obstacle in order to be successful. Fireworks represent celebration, and it says illumination, firework, unforeseen. So I feel like something is illuminated to you that you were not aware of. Something comes to light, but it is a really positive thing, a really positive shift, okay? Now, yeah, we're just going to get a final affirmation card. Thank you so much, Spirit. They just keep giving me this sentence, so I'm like confused about it, but it's like, I hope I'm getting this right. Huey Lewis and the News. Huey Lewis and the News. So, I mean, somewhere in the back of my head, I believe that used to be a band, right? Huey Lewis and the News. I mean, maybe someone called Huey or Lewis is going to give you some news. I'm not really sure. I'm going to look it up. If I was a betting gal, I'd probably put about $20 on it that it's Huey Lewis and the News was maybe a band, right? But I'll have to look it up. Now, either you've been looking or listening to that band, if it does exist, when I look it up, or Huey Lewis and the News. Some news is coming on in for you. It's very positive because they're showing me gold. I don't think they sang a song called Gold if they are a band, but they may have. So I'm going to have to look that up, okay? I'll always tell you when I can't get something. I'm not going to sort of like make it up. When I'm scrying, I have to just give you what I'm seeing, okay? And they're just showing me right now, like, it's almost like a velvet black material that looks like there's all these stars kind of glittering in it. I mean, if I was to describe it, it looks like the sky with lots of stars, but it clearly looks like a piece of black material that when you move, little specks in it glitter. So that could be something that you've got maybe on your table, or maybe something you're wearing. So please take it as it resonates. It's like sparkly. Anyway, it says here, I trust in divine timing. I trust in divine timing. That is as a mantra for you as we move through December. And I have a higher purpose. I have a higher purpose. That Hermit card, you may be contemplating your soul path, your higher purpose. I feel like the Emperor card, I mean, this may be you setting up your own business as well on the side of something, because I feel like you are taking another direction in some way and investing in yourself, believing in yourself in some way. So I'll leave it there. I'm just going to get you a trinket before we close. You may have noticed I'm in different surroundings. I forgot my bowl, so I'm using a little bag right now, but let's see. We have growth. Okay, we got the Tree of Life. Now, the Tree of Life connects to the Hangman energy, so something you've been waiting for. I feel like you're manifesting something new here with that. There is growth, but something comes full circle. Okay, so tying up loose ends is important, whether that's bills or projects or because I feel like you're moving into something more positive. But you're branching out, that's for sure. So you may also be thinking of moving, because we've got the Chariot card and we had the 8 of Wands there as well. So planting roots elsewhere, and it may make you feel a little bit nervous, but once you get there, I feel like you made the right decision. They want this on the Sun card. Okay, so a lot of abundance, positive energy as you look towards 2022. But I feel like you're leaving 2021 way behind because it was very difficult. Okay, so I feel like Chariot, you're like woof, straight into 2022. Okay, and it's a lot more positive in that energy, in that first part of the year for you as well. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me. Now, just before I leave, they just said Gloria. Gloria. So either your name is Gloria or Gloria is an exclamation, as in at last something, or Gloria or celebration. So Gloria. I mean, it may be someone called Gloria giving you the information or the news, or so. Yeah, I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Aquarians. Love and light.